Assalamu alaikum. How are you everyone? Today, this is Farzana Anwar, Assistant Teacher English, Ikhu Gabeshona High School, BSRI, Ishurdi Pabna. I'm with you on English for Class 8 and this is brought to you by Rajshahi Divisional Online School. So, I welcome you all in my today's class. So, without any excessive of speech, let's start on our today's class. Dear students, can you see the picture here? The boy is saying, aren't you going to school? And that boy, he said, I'm going to school. So can you find any similarities or dissimilarities between these two sentences? Okay. Now, let's move to these slides also. Here we have also two pictures. The students are very attentive and here how attentive the students are. Do you find any similarity or dissimilarity? Yes, I think you have got the similarities or the dissimilarities. So what are the similarities? Similarities of those sentences are meaning is same. Both the sentences meaning is same. And what are the dissimilarities? Types of sentences are different. The pattern of those sentences were different. Okay, so I think you are now very clear what I am going to teach you today. Our today's topic is transformation. And there I showed you how we will transfer affirmative sentence into negative sentence. Okay, so let's move to our today's class. We will at first talk on assertive to interrogative. How we will convert assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. We will talk on that. Okay, so look at this sentence. Assertive sentence, they are intimate. Intimate means ghonishtho. They are intimate to each other. Tara ekjon arekjoner ghonishtho. Okay. So, what would be the interrogative sentence? As there is the auxiliary verb, we will make it, aren't they intimate to each other? So, look at the sentences here. They are intimate. Aren't they intimate? So, they are, this is the affirmative one, and for interrogative sentence, we have turned it into negative. So, you will remember that. Now, look at this sentence. I took the medicine twice daily. So, what would be the interrogative of this sentence? Didn't I take the medicine? Here we have aren't, but here didn't. Why? Because here auxiliary is are, but here you will find the V2 form, so took, and as there is no auxiliary, so you will turn the sentence using didn't. It is affirmative, so didn't. Okay. Now, let's move to our next sentence. I'm not fond of cricket. So, what would be the interrogative sentence? Am I fond of cricket? So, what are the actually the difference? Can you find the can you identify the difference? That look here, I'm not fond of cricket. This is a negative sentence, and when I have turned it into interrogative, this has been the affirmative form. And what about these two sentences? They are affirmative form, but when I transferred them into interrogative, they had been in the negative form. So, what we should remember here, that if the assertive sentence is in affirmative, we will make the interrogative into negative. And if the assertive is negative, we will turn our interrogative into negative sentences. Okay. Now, look at some more assertive sentences and how we have turned those sentences into interrogative. None can escape death. Escape means mukti pawa, eriye jawa. None can escape death. That means কেউ মৃত্যু থেকে এড়িয়ে যেতে পারে না. So what is the focus here? You should remember that the word none, when we use none, we will make the interrogative with the word who. Who can escape death? Who? Only just change of this word none, we will turn it into who. Who can escape death? And obviously there should be an interrogation sign. You can also convert it in this way, that as it is the auxiliary verb can, you will put it here in the very beginning, and for the none you will use anyone. So you can also use this rule also. Can anyone escape death? So between these two you can use anyone. Assertive. Nobody believes a liar. Nobody believes a liar. And interrogative. Who believes a liar? Just instead of nobody, it is the negative form. So interrogative should be in the affirmative form. I have used here who believes a liar, or does anybody believe a liar? Both are correct. Which one is easy for you? You will choose that. Assertive. Everybody likes flower. Interrogative. Who does not like flower? Why it is does not? Because everybody likes flower. This is an affirmative sentence, and when we will make it interrogative, we will say who does not, as we will convert it into negative sentence. So what we should remember here, that the most important thing of these sentences, that when we will make assertive into interrogative sentence, we should remember that when the assertive sentence is affirmative, we will make the interrogative into negative, and when the assertive is negative, to convert the interrogative, we will turn it into affirmative. So this is very, very important thing you should remember. Now let's move to our next topic, that is assertive to imperative. Okay, by this time I will request you, those who are enjoying my class, please share the class so that we can together make a very bigger virtual class. Okay, and through you, your friends are also able to see our today's class. Okay, so that they also can be benefited. Now I will talk on assertive to imperative. So you know what is assertive sentence and what is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means those very sentences that tells us about any order, any request, any advice, like this. And assertive is just the description of a sentence. Now let's look at some sentence and how we have turned those sentences into imperative. We will see here. Assertive here, first sentence, I will help my friend. I will help my friend. And the next one, imperative, what is the sentence here? Let me help my friend. So what I have done here, assertive sentence starts with first person. Here the sentence is related with the person. We should remember that. Assertive, I will help my friend, and imperative, let me help my friend. So what I have done, the imperative sentence here has started with let, and after let we have made the objective form of the subject. Here as the subject is pronoun, we have made the objective form. But dear students, remember, when this subject is noun, we should put just the noun here. Clear? Hope you understand. Let me, and the rest of the part of the sentence we will write here. And next sentence, he will not miss the class. He will not, this is first person, and here it is third person. So what we have done here, let him not miss the class. So I have actually showed you the different person and also the affirmative and negative term. that this is the affirmative term and this is the negative sentence. This is an example how we will convert assertive into imperative when the sentence is affirmative. But when the sentence is negative, what should we do? We will let him not miss the class. Is it okay? That is, as it is the pronoun, obviously we will write the objective form. Let him not. Why not? As here is the not. But in this sentence, we have not written not. Why? Because in the sentence there is no not. I think you got the point. Now, look at the structure. So, following these sentences, what we have covered, that how the structure can be written. That first, for first person and third person, the imperative sentence starts with let and then subject. Here I have mentioned subject, noun can be a subject, pronoun can be a subject. Okay, so when the noun, it is okay, just you will write the noun, but when the subject is pronoun, you will write the objective form of pronoun. তার মানে কি, যে আমরা যখন লেটের পরে কোনো সাবজেক্ট বসাবো তখন সাবজেক্ট যেহেতু নাউনও হতে পারে প্রোনাউনও হতে পারে, নাউন বসলে আমরা সরাসরি নাউনটা বসাবো, আর যদি সাবজেক্টটা প্রোনাউন হিসাবে বসে তাহলে আমরা সেই প্রোনাউনের অবজেক্টিভ ফর্মটা বসাবো। তোমরা জানো যে প্রোনাউনের তিনটি ফর্ম আছে, সাবজেক্টিভ, অবজেক্টিভ অ্যান্ড পজেসিভ। সো এখানে আমরা অবজেক্টিভ ফর্মটি বসাবো। দেন উই উইল ইউজ ভার্ব, অ্যান্ড which verb? The V1 form, okay, the base form, and then rest of the part of the sentence. And after verb, the rest of the part, what would be in your sentence? You will just put it there. So hope you got how the structure has come out from these examples. Now look at these sentences as well. You should take care of your grandparents. That is, we have already seen the sentences with first person and third person. Now this is the turn of second person. What we will do when the sentence starts with second person? You should take care of your grandparents. And then what would be the answer? Imperative sentence. It is very easy. Take care of your grandparents. Take care of your grandparents. As you know, for imperative sentence, second person is always silent. So here we will not write the person, or as there is no person, we will not put any let. Okay. The next one, you must not violate law and order. Okay, you must not violate law and order. So what would be the imperative sentence? Do not violate law and order. Why it is do not? This is the negative sentence. You must not, do not, and you should take, affirmative, take care. Okay, so if there is any negative as in assertive, you will write the imperative into negative, and if the assertive is affirmative, of course the imperative is affirmative. So one thing I will show you, that is, you should take care of your grandparents. You must not violate. So you should remember one thing here, that is, when we are just converting the assertive to imperative, that very assertive must have a modal. Each and every, generally there is a modal, and after the modal there is the main verb. And when we will convert imperative into assertive, we should remember that, of course, we will first put the subject, then generally we use a modal, then the rest of the thing, but there is also exception. Now, what would be the structure of these sentences? So, the structure of these sentences, V1, take care of. Just you should, we will omit you and should, it would be deducted, এটা বাদ চলে যাবে, এবং we will start our sentence with verb, and the verb will start with V1 form. V1, take care of your, that is the rest of the part of the sentence. Just begin with the verb and then the rest of the part of the sentence. You must not violate law and order. Do not. So here verb is violate, but as it is in the negative form, we have added here do. Do not violate law and order. But you can have the question that can we use did or any other auxiliaries here? No, we should remember that for the imperative sentence with you, we will never use any other tense, just the present tense. Let's move to our next sentence, that is assertive to exclamatory. Okay, dear students, before that, can you say what we have so far talked about? We have talked about assertive to interrogative, assertive to imperative. Now, the last part of today's class, that is the assertive to exclamatory. Here is the sentence. Assertive, Dhaka is a very big city. And the exclamatory sentence, what would be the sentence? What a big city Dhaka is. What a big city Dhaka is. So what I have done here, Dhaka is a big city. It starts with a subject, but when the sentence is exclamatory, I have started with what? What a big city Dhaka is. You just look at the sentence and think about the structure. Later, I will discuss on that. Here, another sentence, that was really an effective step. That was really an effective step. Here it was a and here it was an. And the exclamatory sentence, what an effective step that was. Okay, is it clear? What a big city. What? Exclamatory, what an effect. What? A, here an. A big. Here effective. So you will find the very good structure here from all these sentences. So what would be the structure here? How we will convert it into exclamatory? That is, we will first write what and then a or an. If it is a, we will put a. If it is an, we will put an. Okay, so it relates with the next word, that would be any adjective or any adverb. So what a or an, then we will write the adjective or adverb here. Here big and effective, both are adjective as it is in our sentence. Then the subject. What is the subject? Dhaka. What a big city Dhaka is. Big city Dhaka is. Effective step. Sorry, here the rest of the noun should be here after the adjective or adverb form. The related noun would be here, and then big city, effective step, both are here, and then the subject. Then Dhaka is that. Here the subject is that, so here we will write that, and finally the helping verb or main verb. Here is the helping verb, so I have written the helping verb. But if in the sentence if there is the main verb, we will write there the main verb. Hope you understand. Actually, this is very easy. You will not, there is no chance actually to be confused with these sentences. Let's see some new words here, new sentence here. The incident was very painful. So what would be the exclamatory sentence? How painful the incident was. Okay, so what about these sentences? The girl has sung very sweetly. Exclamatory, how sweetly has the girl sung? And finally, structure, it would be later. First look at these sentences. Previously, we started our sentence with what? But here, how? Can you say why? Can you find any differences? Okay, I will help you. That is, the incident, just go to the previous slide. Here, Dhaka is a big city. That was really an. In these sentences, there was articles. Okay. If you find any articles in the assertive sentence, then the sentence in exclamatory sentence, you will start with what. Okay. And when you will find sentences without article, a or an, look, the incident was very painful. There is no article. The no means a or an. There is no existence of a or an. The girl has sung very sweetly. No a or an. So if you find this type of sentence in assertive, you will write the exclamatory sentence starting with how. Okay. So what is the focus point? If there is a or an, you will start with what? And if there is no a or an, you will start with how. Okay. So what would be the structure following these sentences? We can say how. It starts with how, and then the adjective or adverb, whatever would be in the sentence, painful, sweetly. Here it is the adverb. Here it is also adverb. Painful. Yes, this is a painful, that is adjective. Here it is adjective and here it is adverb. Okay. Subject, the incident. Here the direct subject here. Painful, the incident. This is the subject, and helping verb. Here is the helping verb. So we have put it here. And what about this sentence? How? Adverb. Has the girl sung? Look at the verb here. Has sung. Has sung. Double verb. Has sung. Perfect form. Okay. Has and sung. It has auxiliary and also the main verb. So if you find this type of verb, then you will put the auxiliary before the subject, and then after the subject you will write the main verb. Okay. So this is very important. You should remember. Now, this I will show you some more example. Assertive, I wish I were a child. This is another type of sentence. I wish means আমি ইচ্ছা করছে, আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে যদি আমার এরকম হতো, I were a child again, আমি যদি আবার শিশু হতাম, so what would happen? Okay, so if I find this type of assertive sentence, I will start the exclamatory sentence with the where. Here, just you will omit I wish. Okay, you will omit I wish, and then I where you will just put it here, where, and then I, and if you put the where here, I, and just the rest of the sentence, child again, and finally the exclamation sign. And this sentence you can also write, instead of I wish, you can write would that. Okay, so this is the two things you can remember, that you at first you can put the auxiliary at the very beginning, and then I, and the rest of the thing, and finally exclamation sign. Or instead of I wish, you can add would that, and finally the rest of the sentence. And here look at this sentence. If I had the wings of a bird. So here we got I wish, and here I have got if I had the wings of a bird. Jodi amar pakhir moto dana thakto. That means all are absurd thing. That is my imagination, but this is not the real thing. If I got this type of sentences, then we will turn it into, just you will omit if and put the had at the before of the subject, and had I the wings of a bird, and then put the exclamation sign. Or instead of if, you will add would that. So this is very common. Would that is a very common structure. You can use instead of I wish, instead of if, and then you can write this type of sentence. And so what would be the structure of this sentence. Okay, so the structure is, first you will write where, had, would, that. If the sentence has where, you can write where, but if the sentence has had, you can start the sentence with had, or would that. In this both cases, you can use would that. Then the subject and then rest of the part of the sentence, that is already I have shown you here. Now, actually, what we have talked about today, assertive to interrogative, assertive to imperative, and assertive to exclamatory. Now, this is evaluation time, and the evaluation is, I have compiled here 4 sentences for you so that you can give me the answer very easily. And the question is that how you will give me the answer. You will write the answer in our comment section. Okay. So I hope as soon as you attend the class, you will pass the comment writing the right answers. Okay. So what is the sentence? We will not go outside unnecessarily. You will make it interrogative. Raju will help his mother in the house. Imperative. Everybody loves a truthful man. Interrogative. This is a mistake. We should write it small letter. Okay. This is, you should remember, we will write this in small letter. Bangladesh is a very beautiful country. You will turn it into exclamatory. So that's all from me today. Please write the answer of these sentences as soon as possible. And one thing that is I'll always say, that is, stay home, stay safe. Happy learning. See you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.